Kenmore, Colorado, a town that never was. Nestled high in the Rockies, you might stumble upon the faint whisper of a town called Kenmore, Colorado. Don't bother dusting off your atlas, you won't find it. Kenmore, you see, exists solely in the realm of imagination, a whimsical tribute to the countless boom and bust mining towns that once dotted the American West. Think of it as a microcosm of a bygone era, a place where history is seasoned with a generous pinch of humor and a dash of good old-fashioned storytelling. Now you might be thinking, John, why are we talking about a town that never even existed? Well, dear viewer, because sometimes truth is stranger and far less entertaining than fiction. Kenmore gives us a license to explore the Wild West, to unearth the dreams and disasters of those who chased fortune and glory in the shadows of towering peaks. So saddle up, grab a frosty sarsaparilla, or a craft IPA if that's your thing, and prepare to be transported back to a time when gold fever was highly contagious, and every prospector thought they were one pickaxe swing away from striking it rich. We're going to dig into the history of Kenmore, but before we do, let's address the elephant-sized donkey in the room. Yes, I know donkeys aren't elephants, that's kind of the point, isn't it? Kenmore is a fictional town, a product of imagination. And much like the US economy, sometimes we need a healthy dose of imagination to make sense of the chaos. The year is 1882. Word spreads like wildfire through saloons and across poker tables. Gold, mountains of the shiny stuff, just waiting to be plucked from the earth in a place called Kenmore, Colorado. Prospectors, with dreams bigger than their beards, descended upon this once sleepy hollow like a plague of locusts with pickaxes. They came from every corner of the country, each one convinced that they held the winning ticket in the lottery of life. Kenmore, practically overnight, transformed from a sleepy hamlet into a boomtown teeming with more characters than a Quentin Tarantino film. Saloons overflowed with whiskey, lies, and the occasional bar fight. The air reeked of sweat, desperation, and the faint hope that clung to every prospector's beard. Gambling dens saw more action than a rodeo clown at a bull riding competition, and the local undertaker, a man aptly named Digger Doug, started offering bulk discounts. Among these fortune seekers were folks like One-Eyed Jack, a man who claimed to have lost his eye to a hawk carrying a gold nugget, highly improbable yet strangely believable in Kenmore, and Whispering Willa, whose knack for reading tarot cards was as sought after as her apple pie at the local saloon. Legends say Willa could predict a gold vein with the accuracy of a drunken dart thrower, who somehow always managed to hit the bullseye. Sadly, the good times in Kenmore, much like a one-legged man in a kicking contest, didn't stand a chance. The gold veins, once as plentiful as politicians' promises, dwindled faster than a plate of free nachos at a Super Bowl party. The boom went bust, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams, abandoned mine shafts, and enough flannel shirts to clothe a small country. The once raucous saloons fell silent, their doors now swinging open like the mouths of disappointed ventriloquist dummies. Businesses boarded up, their proprietors having skipped town faster than a tumbleweed in a hurricane. Kenmore, once bursting at the seams, was now deflating faster than a punctured accordion. The only growth industry left was the for-sale sign business, and even they were starting to feel the pinch. Whispering Willa, it turned out, had packed up her tarot cards and left town with a prospector sporting a suspiciously large sack of gold. One-Eyed Jack, however, remained, stubbornly convinced that there was still gold to be found. He spent his days wandering the abandoned mine shafts, muttering to himself and occasionally throwing rocks at squirrels, much to the amusement of the local tumbleweed population. Kenmore, Colorado, where the air is thick with stories of old. You know, some say that if you listen closely you can still hear the whispers of gold miners long gone, echoing through the night. It's like the past is always just a breath away. And oh, the ghostly tales. Every town has its legends, but Kenmore, well, it has a way of making you believe in the unbelievable. Now, let's talk about Kenmore as a playground for the imagination. This place, with its rich history and enigmatic charm, has inspired countless tales. From the adventurous exploits of daring pioneers to the whimsical stories spun by local storytellers, Kenmore is a tapestry of creativity. It's almost like the town itself is a living, breathing storybook, just waiting for you to turn the next page. So, there you have it, Kenmore, Colorado, a town where history, mystery, and imagination blend seamlessly. Whether you're a history buff, a ghost story enthusiast, or just someone looking for a bit of inspiration, Kenmore has something for everyone. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time and tales. Until next time, keep exploring, keep imagining, and keep the stories alive.